this where I went. Hey guys, JD back at it again, here to give you guys a new video and the full immersive experience on medieval times. Now, if you did watch my prior video, I did go into a bit of a channel / life update on what's to come to the channel within these past several coming months. So what I wanted to do now officially for this video was to give you the full-on experience. I'm not going to give you the full show because you have to experience it for yourself. It's not in words. You can really describe in the explanation for this once-in-a-lifetime immersive experience. So, on the road to medieval times. The medieval times that we went to was located in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. From where we are is about 40 to almost an hour drive, depending, traffic such, because, I'm New York based. Once we officially got on the road and we officially passed the George Washington Bridge, which a lot of people from New York call it the GWB for short. Once we officially passed that was it. We officially got into Jersey, then we started seeing the road, then we started seeing some of the night sky change to, some of the, sunset sky turned to night. It was a beautiful thing, but my camera doesn't do well in changing light like that, so I do apologize for that ahead of time. But I did wish I caught New Jersey more in its entirety during the day. But we had the dinner and tournament at Medieval was at 7 p.m. So by the time we got to Jersey, it was already becoming nighttime. Once we officially saw the castle tower, that was it. Everyone was like, everyone freaked out. Everyone was happy. Once we officially saw the castle tower, that was it. It's that thing. Once I officially got the piece of footage of us arriving at the castle, going into the parking lot, my camera dies. And it was fully charged before I left. Faulty battery. So I had to film everything else on my cell phone. Not that I mind, but I feel that my camera, because my camera is a 4K 1080 camera, 1440 camera, excuse me, that I wanted to capture quality instead of quantity. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to capture really clear quality for you guys. But I did film everything on my phone, but I do apologize ahead of time if the phone is a little bit in and out with the, trying to focus or such because of the entire setting. My camera would have had no problem, but, battery. But I am looking into getting a new battery for my camera for future content, so look forward to that. Once we officially got parked and we officially started walking up to the show entrance, I was like, yes. Like, I was ready. I wanted to see jousting. I wanted to see sword fighting. I wanted to see just axes being thrown. Like, I couldn't wait to get in. So once we officially got inside, we went to the ticket booth, and I wasn't able to film this, sadly, because they did say, But there was a sign that said, keep a sword's length distance from each other, which was, I thought, a cute little pun. Then when we got online to get our tickets, they were very nice and convenient about the whole safety regulations, about the whole being safe with the mask and such. It was I felt very safe, obviously. This is an amazing setting, and everyone that I was with, my roommates plus Alex, didn't expect, I guess they didn't expect the atmosphere once they walked in. We got on the tickets, and need I mind you, majority of us were wearing green. The only reason why I mostly wore green was because I specifically went in Renaissance clothing. I had bought myself Renaissance pants, a Renaissance shirt, for the era. I had a cloak that I use already for, my own personal religious rituals, and such. And I had a witch like Robin hat, and the Lord of the Rings leaf. I don't know if you know the name of it, um, but I put that instead of the necklace. I put it as a pin on the hat, and it looked like I was a ranger from the era. And it's a shame because I wish I had gotten footage of it, but the minute I got to the show entrance with my roommates and Alex, the man at the front, security, advising people if they had a mask and such, came out and said, "Your outfit is outstanding." I said, "No, thank you." I said, I got to fit aesthetic. That immersion is very important to me if I'm going to an immersive experience. Like, say, for example, if I was going to, say, like an immersive experience for like a vampire situation, you best believe I'm going to put money aside, get myself Victorian clothing, have the whole, bonnet and everything to fit that immersive experience. But who knows? Only time will tell. We'll see what happens. But that's just a sum up of me. Whenever I'm going to something, an immersive or any type of theme situation, I will gladly, and I mean gladly, dress for the occasion. I mean, for my cousin's sweet 16/17th birthday, I was told the theme was blue. And I went a little overboard, and I wore blue. But I mean, blue. But once we officially got our tickets and we saw the ticket person give our tickets, our package deal, and all that, she appointed us table 5, green section. You will be cheering for the Green Knight. We were so ecstatic. Because my roommate Carlos wore green because I was wearing green because of my Renaissance shirt. Then Alex was looking for something green. Surprisingly, he found something green before we officially left. So once we got appointed our table and color, when we got our crowns and everything, we were so ecstatic. We officially walked into this like booth room, and we took this gorgeous, gorgeous group photo. And I'm so excited and happy that we have this now because we got this part of our package deal because it was a once in a lifetime experience, and I would love to go again, even if it's just me and Alex. I'd love to go again. But this place was so immersive, so fun, and I loved that my roommates plus Alex had an amazing time. Once we officially got settled and we found our seats and we sat down, and I started just filming a little bit of the arena just so that you guys can have like a view aspect from my POV just to see how the place looks, because it is a theater-like show, so the lights do dim. We only have certain sections had lights playing, like lights active or such, like say for a certain team or a certain color, only that color was lit, for that certain point in time. So once our server, our wench, came up, they started to tell us, if you have any any allergies towards anything, if you have, if you're allergic to this, if you're allergic to that, if you're a vegetarian, they do ask you prior. And even she said it, I don't want to scream so badly for you guys because there is a lot happening. And what's funny is she actually, I'm mad because I didn't get this on camera. She actually came out and said, "Oh, well, I don't think they had those in the 11th century." I'm sitting here like, yes, immersion. So she was a great she was a great host. She was a great waitress. She knew her stuff on Ren Fair, on Medieval Era. So once we officially sat down for a little bit and things started, everyone was starting to get settled. The show officially was a minute from starting. Once the show officially started, the lights dimmed. Once once the magic started happening, I was lost. Because my big thing is music. Once music is in that immersion that makes it have that extra type of feel and emotion, this is why I adore music. The power music can have. Even just through instrumental. You don't have to have vocal. You don't have to have a voice. You don't have to have an orchestra. If you can have that audio at the right setting and right moment, it's magic. That's what's crazy about it. Once we saw this, it was magical. It was just the start. It wasn't even the full show yet. Once the show started and the lights dimmed and we heard that music going and that light flash like thunder effect, my other half was like, what is happening? My roommates were just like in awe. Like, I know this already, but I didn't remember all of it. So seeing it again, I was like, yes, we're good to go. We got this. I'm so happy. Just be more in awe than anything. We got to see some horses, horses gallop that are beautifully, gracefully galloping. I mean, gorgeous horses, gorgeous horses. They had the Royal Falcon Tamer.
And the hunter begins.
Behold, he takes wing.
I actually have footage of this, and Alex, all you hear is Alex, whoa! It's funny though, because no one's ever seen things like this. I have, so I'm not saying it's like not amazing each time. It's not. I mean, it is. It's always amazing seeing these things, because it's the fact that what the world can offer to showcase to people, it's incredible. It's outstandingly beautiful in my opinion. It was beginning, and I believe his name was the Squire, a Marshal, a Councilman. It's in the video.
Good and gracious nobles, welcome! Join us as we embark on a journey into the heart of jewelry. The 4 nights of elegant horses and a quest for a champion.
After he started announcing each knight's introduction.
Yellow Knights! The black and white Knights! Blue Knights! The red Knights! The red and yellow Knights! The green Knights!
Then the real show began with jousting, and then they would joust, I believe it was once, then twice, and then whoever got knocked off the horse the second time had to actually sword fight. Like, actually sword fight. It was incredible. Like, I think I recorded it, I'm not 100% sure, but when I think a sword fight occurred, all I hear is Alex, the testosterone level from here to there, like, just boosted. Like, Alex was so excited. He was just like, yes! And like I told him he was gonna enjoy this. It was, it's actual sword fighting. It's actual jousting. It's stuff from medieval era that doesn't happen anymore. So what I was more concerned about, because I did in my last video mention about how the story, to what I remember, was about asking the hand in marriage or what the case may be. Turns out it was still part of a little bit of the story.
Handsome lot at that, and might I add your phrase, a most eligible fee.
Eligible why? Whatever has that to do with the tournament?
Lord Cedric, I do not think this is the time or the place.
Well, Your Highness, the realm at present without a champion, the crown of the king, on ward, or queen, alone! And with so many brave and true knights in attendance.
You might want to quit while you're ahead, old fellow.
If he was ahead, he might well do so. Lord Cedric, I will brook none of your royal matchmaking this night. Let these princely knights entertain us on the field, and one be named as my defender alone.
Now, the queen's right hand, basically the one who does the announcements from the scrolls, who does the safety announcements and such, he brought it up about how all these men are here, and who's to say, with the great, way the tournament goes, you could have one of these men to be your, hand in marriage. And even the queen says, he will only be my defender and my defender alone. So I was happy that the story still, in a sense, stayed the same, because I didn't want to make it look like I was a liar, because I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't 100% sure. I didn't want to ruin, the experience and looking it up, and I wanted to go to it and see if it was what I remembered as a kid. And sure enough, a lot of it was. I remember the arena being a bit bigger, but I think that was just because I was a kid and I was smaller. Had the dinner, and mind you, the dinner was good. The dinner was presented on a menu called the Bill of Fare. The Bill of Fare had your order of what you were receiving. Remember, I did release my prior video. I had a link. I have a video in that video's description. I'll leave it again in this one. They make 1,300 chickens a day. And they sometimes expect, no lie, they do expect sometimes 1,400 to 1,450 people. Sometimes. But I think when we attended, it was only maybe at least not even 100 people. And when I remember going to medieval times, I remember back in, I think it was 2001, roughly around that. 2002, no, it was 10. Yeah, 2001. When officially last time I went, I believe it was April in 2001. I remember there only being, I think it was 3 locations, but now if you look on the Bill of Fare, there's 14 locations. That's insane. This place has opened up so many locations, and it's I knew about the New Jersey area, I knew about the Toronto location, I knew about the California location. I didn't even know they opened one in Georgia. I didn't know they opened one in Florida. I didn't know they opened any of these anywhere. I thought it was, very exclusive to certain places. Once we started seeing more of the sword fighting and more of the jousting and then more of the performancing and more of the queen and such, we had our green night. Now, me and my roommates plus Alex agree. We had the coolest night out of the entire roster that night. This was his logo. Need I say more? This we had to buy separately, sadly, but because it was such a cool looking banner, we said why not? It was a $5 banner. This banner we got part of our package. Once we our green night, the reason why we had very high high liking for our green night is he was the one who fought hard besides the Red Knight. The Red and Black Knight fought hard, but we felt that our Green Knight fought harder. Why? Because of the fact that he had a bigger crowd. Green section was packed, and I mean packed. I didn't expect. We were at one end, and I was able to look around to the other end of our section. Sure enough, our section was basically packed. Us, green section, and black and red section Knight, their whole section was packed, and so was ours. We were the two sections that had the most people. But it just, I don't know, our Knight looked cool, and in our footage, in my footage, I hope you realize, he is a badass, and he was a very awesome, cool looking person. You know, he fit the aesthetic, he fit the color, he fit the whole attitude of the whole lore behind where his Knight comes from and what he fights for, and it was just an amazing experience. Once the dinner was being eaten and such, the announcer, or her squire, like I said, her right hand, was doing, you know, like announcements out of safety and this and that for when people are leaving, and, you know, if you're eating, you can remove your mask down. If you were going to like the restrooms or anything like that, you can go ahead and put your mask back up to go and attend those, you know, those activities if you need to, like restroom, gift shop, whatever you need to do.
To help Her Majesty's guests with social distancing, we will be exiting the arena in much the same fashion as you were seated. This will take place immediately after the show ends. So we ask for your cooperation in remaining in your seats at the conclusion of the tournament, and we will exit you as quickly and as safely as possible. And please remember, if you had your mask off at your table during the feast, please put it back on to access restrooms or other areas of the arena. And thank you for complying with these safety regulations.
And then the announcement.
A special night in the castle, Dragon Slayer Carlos! Woo! Dragon Slayer Carlos there in the red and yellow, celebrating his birthday. You will be knighted after the tournament by the Queen. So don't go away, make sure you go to the Queen's throne there to be Dragon Slayer Carlos. Alright.
It was officially announced for Carlos's birthday that he is now Dragon Slayer. Yes, we officially got him the title Dragon Slayer for his birthday. And after the show, we were going to a special location that we had to go to the Queen's throne, and there were two knights besides the throne. And he didn't understand why. And I told him, I said, because you will be knighted after the show. And he said, what? He was confused. So I told him, I said, no. I was like, knighted, you know, like when the sword goes over one shoulder, over the next, and then it goes into the middle of knighting and dubbing a knight. And he said, we paid extra for you for your birthday so that you can be knighted as a Dragon Slayer.
We always think Dragon Slayers, my lord.
In the eyes of God, and in the name of Saint Month and Saint James, I hereby tell thee, Lord God, Dragon of God, you have mercy on those who say any prayer, no
Carlos knighted. I had to stop at the gift shop. I just wanted some more browse. I really wanted to film more of the gift shop, but because I was already frustrated on top of it with a lot of the in and out focusing portion of the video, I guess you could say, I was very disappointed. So I didn't want to finish filming or get a lot more than I wanted to. That's why hopefully me and Alex can go back and I can get a lot more. And see how it is for, I guess you could say, a couple experience. You know, just me and just you and another person going. Got Carlos knighted. Carlos went to the gift shop, bought himself a tomahawk, which I understand. Alex grabbed me 2 things, and no, excuse me, it's a lie. 3 things, 4 things. When we got back to the house, I got a gift from Melissa. In my opinion, well worth. I was so ecstatic and thrilled that my roommate Carlos had a great time for his birthday gift. I was happy that Alex had an amazing time, you know, never experiencing something like that. I was happy that Watatsu had a good time. I'm very happy that everybody had an amazing time, especially Carlos, you know, for his birthday, and especially Alex, because he never got to experience anything like that. So I would just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys get to go and check out Medieval Times. Link will be in the description for their website. Links will be also in the description of our social media. Don't forget to go follow us just to see what we're daily doing. I'm going to try to post videos every week. I am going to try my best. But follow us on social media, especially Instagram. Instagram I do use a lot. I am always active on Instagram to try to connect with the fans, try to connect with people that are giving me ideas. Just throw it at me, you know, just follow us and see what we're doing, you know, see what we're doing, excuse me. Don't forget to, you know, subscribe. Don't forget to like up this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends, just so that you guys have a somewhat of an idea on what Medieval Times is like. I'm not going to give you all of the detailing. You need to go and experience it yourself. This is an immersive experience that you need to experience. There's no justice to what I could do, to what they do when you're there. I just wanted to showcase Medieval Times on their immersive experience, on a bit of the story, on a bit of the activities that occur, on some of the atmosphere, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, like up this video, and I'll see you later in the next one. Bye guys.